So let's head aboard and see what we can find. He's terrifying. He can't be human, but he has a silly-looking quillfish hairstyle. All of Unova will be frozen with Kyurem's ice. I wonder if Zinzalin will be okay. He really doesn't like the cold. Struggle and squirm. Kyurem's ice is more powerful than Reshiram's columns of fire or Zekrom's crackling lightning. Cretan. Don't interfere with Team Plasma's conquest of Unova. Go on ahead. I'm going to make them tell me about the Shadow Triad. If you find Purloin or the Shadow Triad, let me know. Alright, so... Ooh, there we go. We can now head in here for a double battle. Knave, I do ambush thee. Oh ho ho, you've been ambushed. And actually, if you didn't pick up the stuff outside on the outer area of the ship, make sure to do that, because this well, actually this isn't the last chance you ever get, but you might as well get it if you didn't happen to find it the first time through. Wow, that's pretty crazy that it knocked it out. Although Scraggy probably has pretty low defense, considering it's a fighting type Pokemon. And of course that knocks out that Trubbish, because my Arcanine does so much damage. Alright, so are we just going to have, yep, just the evolved forms. So I'll pretty much do the exact same thing then. Although this time around I'm thinking Leaf Blade might not knock it out. Oh, not even close. Although that still got knocked out. I'm probably going to take a lot of damage. Yeah. So hopefully Scrafty doesn't attack my Arcanine. Cool. So I think I will... Actually, you know what? I think I'll just switch out for my Ampharos. And then I guess I could... I'll use Giga Drain on Scrafty. See how that turns out. Get a little bit of health back. Wow, that's really dumb that the Golbat didn't attack my Superior, considering it would have been super effective. Which again leads me to believe that, the AI isn't really that much more difficult. Because if I'm not mistaken, the challenge mode AI is supposed to be, tweaked a little bit better than the normal game, but that doesn't really seem to be the case. Wow, that sucks. Although I think there's only one Pokemon left. And it's a Whirlipede. Which actually isn't... Let's see, I guess I could use Power Gem. And then I'll just switch out my Superior for Weezing. There we go, we survived the ambush. Woe is me. I lost no Plasma. That's like the 12th person who has screamed Plasma. So that battle actually took quite a bit out of my team, so I'll go ahead and heal up first. Although my Arcanine was already down to like half health anyway, so... And I gotta heal my paralyzed Superior, and we're off again. If I can find the teleporter. At last we meet again. Remember me, formerly of Team Plasma? I've been waiting for you. Gah, spying is such a rotten job. I've contacted Rude of the Seven Sages, but nobody showed up to help me. I can't stand it. Everybody around me is always saying bad stuff about Lord N, but Lord N learned the error of his ways and changed course to a better path, yet they call him a betrayer. People really stink sometimes. They selfishly count on him, and now they selfishly make a big fuss about being betrayed. Betrayed, not portrayed. Oh, I nearly forgot to tell you, this floor is a maze of pipes. You got to step on switches to connect or disconnect the pipes. It's a good thing you can walk on the pipes. Alright, so let's start it up. I trained myself endlessly for 2 years to get justice for Team Plasma. I won't lose to anyone anymore. It's all about that 2 years. So, let's see. I think I might switch out my Arcanine because it's kind of overpowered, to be honest. And in fact, my Superior could probably do pretty good here. There you go, that was very simple. I'm confused, but it doesn't really matter because he doesn't have any more Pokemon left. And I even gained level. But if I lose, I won't be able to carry out my justice. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and switch out for, let's see, who should I switch into? I don't know, they usually have a lot of Poison-type Pokemon, so I'm not going to switch into Weezing. Just because it'll be like a standstill of like, oh, 2 poison Pokemon that can't really do any damage to each other. So, and of course I switched into my Ampharos just in time for a Crocodile. Let's see here. I can use Power Gem. And I'll just switch into my Superior, because it won't take too much damage from Dig. And that is exactly why Dig is kind of a useless move in competitive battling, as far as I can tell. Although, I guess you could use Dig to bait out a switch, you know? So, I guess I could just use probably Giga Drain to knock it out. And only has like a handful of HP left, so let's go ahead and knock it out. And then we can continue downward to the pipes that that dude was talking about. And I love how the camera kind of tilts, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So essentially, you move on one, and it inverts the positioning of the pipes that extend out. So, that's pretty much all we can do there. And here, oh. So battle this chick, and then we can go pick up those 2 items. We won't tolerate people who have different ideas. Well, I'll just have to beat some sense in you then. You nameless grunt. Yeah, it really looks like my Arcanine is probably the best choice for this area. But no matter. I'll make it through anyway. Here we get a max revive, and beneath this pipe right here is a max elixir. So that way we don't have to go all the way back to like Lacunosa Town. Oh. Except, really, we don't have to anyway because, well, there's a doctor right there. Even if we don't have our hero anymore, we still won't lose. So is their hero Gatesis, or is it N? I'm assuming it's Gatesis because they all, like, hate N. They wouldn't call him their hero. We have a Dino. I should probably figure out a way to teach somebody Ice Beam now that I actually got it. So actually, you know what? I guess I could. I don't really need Ice Beam, I suppose, considering I have Arcanine with Outrage. Although Outrage is such a like non-controllable attack, considering it goes for 2 or 3 turns, however long it wants. Whereas Ice Beam, you can just throw out Ice Beam, knock out a Dragon Pokemon, and be done with it. Instead of having the move like carry on for a couple of turns, and then on top of all that, it ends up confusing your Pokemon, so I don't know. So now we can battle this Docta. If Team Plasma takes over the world, there should be fewer Pokemon injured. Okay. But then you would be out of a job. So it doesn't really work out too well for you, now does it? And again, my Arcanine could really do a great job here. Except I'm sure by the time I actually switch out, it'll turn out that, oh, now my Ampharos will do really good or something dumb like that. Actually, I probably should have used Power Gem. But never mind. Because I got super lucky and got a critical. Ooh, light screen. Let's see. I don't know. I kind of like my current spiel, so I'll just keep that. Although light screen comes in handy for like double battles and stuff like that, so. But I don't see any, any of those in my future, really. Injured Pokemon have both enemies and friends. Alright, so the only thing left to do now is to actually explore up here, or down here, I guess. So let's, oh snap. Oh yeah, I totally haven't actually played through this area of Y2 yet. So it's not just our outfits that have changed around here. We're not living for the Pokemon anymore, but for ourselves. So yeah, in Black 2, this is the area that requires a password, and then the first time, although technically the second time, you get on the Plasma Frigate, which is just, you know, like, right before you head to the Giant Chasm. Yeah, what the hell was I saying? In Black 2, the first time involves teleporters, and then the second time involves a password. And in Black 2, it's reversed. So the first time involves a password, and now this time it involves a like teleporters and switches. So this is actually the first time I've played through this area. But I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out pretty easily here. Sweet. That'd be cool if there was some sort of like electric type attack bonus if a Pokemon was paralyzed. Why? So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I just want to do this and then step on this, which will result in a barrier disappearing, which we can't actually see, but maybe we have to go to each side. So, oh snap, it's so confusing. Pokemon trainers are nothing more than restraints on the legs of their Pokemon. So they're like a Montreux brace, but yeah, a lot more poison Pokemon. Ooh, I can use Signal Beam. And my Ampharos could very well get knocked out here. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to my Arcanine. And I'll just use Flare Blitz, which will be like way too much, but oh well. It'll get the job done, even if it is overkill. Alright, so we can take this and deactivate a barrier. Now we only need 2 more. So let's see, this just kind of leads to where we've already been, but whatever. So let's see here. We do this, which will lead us to this side, which doesn't really do much, to be honest. Everyone who isn't in Team Plasma is an enemy. And I could have swore I already battled this dude, but maybe I'm wrong. And I totally forgot to heal my Ampharos, so I'll just have to switch out. switch to Arcanine again to do just like a laughable amount of damage with Flare Blitz. I hate you. Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, although, actually no, I guess I haven't. Because I'm right in the middle now. There's one more, and we just have one more barrier to find. Let's try using this, and now we're over here. So we still need to go over to this side, I think. And we might as well battle you. So yeah, we just have one more road to go down, I think. I will use Team Plasma Science to bring out my Pokemon's greatest power. And I'll try to remember that I haven't used the top two teleporters in this column. So, and I'm sure one of them will probably send me over to the other side. And I forgot to heal again. So, let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter too much who I use. But I think I'll use Weezing. Because he can always use the experience. He's kind of falling behind, to be honest. I've been getting pretty damn lucky with actually landing a poison whenever I use Sludge Bombs. Oh, that sucks. Considering that poison probably would have knocked him out right there. Although, either way, he's now gone, and I get a pretty okay chunk of experience. Not as much as I thought it would be, considering it was 3 levels above me, but... And there you go. That is the last barrier, and actually we didn't even go over to that side right there. So, and I will have to try to find my way back here. Let's do this, and this, and I don't know if I can actually make it over there. Who knows? Let's see. I guess I could heal first. And let me try to find my way back there. And that's not what I was looking for. Maybe this. That's also not really... okay, never mind. I guess I already did go over there. So yeah, that's it then. Which makes sense considering I got all the barriers. So now it's just a matter of getting back over to the other side, which won't be too difficult. There we go, and now we can walk past this set of barriers, and we're back to Kyurem. This device, the device is indestructible. You will never be able to release Kyurem. You don't have the sense to know when to quit, it seems. It's an act of mercy on my part to bring this to you to an end now. Alright, so one last battle with Zinzolin, the Purple Michelin Man. who probably has his 2 cryogonals and most likely a Weevil. So, I guess I can... Actually, you know what? I could use Power Gem, because I believe that will be super effective. Although I guess it doesn't really matter too much now, does it? When I'm confused and hitting myself. So I'll just switch into Arcanine and get this over with pretty quick. And I still think Ice Beam should be super effective, because what happens when ice hits fire? It melts. And if water is super effective against fire, then how is ice not super effective? I don't get it. And not only that, it's not very effective. It's not just like normally effective, it's not very effective. I don't understand that. But I might as well use it to my advantage. And I was right. He has a Weavile. So one last Flare Blitz. And that'll pretty much do it for the Plasma Frigate, if I'm not mistaken. As long as you're dreaming, the dream will never reveal itself to you. Beaten again. No matter. Team Plasma will get the last laugh. I don't think so, dude. So this guy's gonna block our way, I believe. Humph. If you intend to continue step on the other warp panel, keep in mind that you're going to get beaten up if you do. So I believe we get to battle Colress right here. Welcome. I was asked by an acquaintance to help with his research. What I desire is to bring out the entirety of Pokemon potential. If I can accomplish that, I don't care what it takes. If it means this strength must be brought out by the interactions between Pokemon and trainers, then so be it. If it means you have to use a merciless approach like T-Plasmas and force out all of the Pokemon's power, then so be it. And yes, if the entire world is destroyed as a result, then so be it. That aside, the reason I have been traveling all over Unova and battling many Pokemon trainers is because I was testing the viability of this approach to bringing out the full strength of Pokemon. In that respect, you've done an amazing job. Well now, tell me if you have the answer I desire or not. If you're ready, come at me. Which would always bring out the completely overused meme of "come at me, bro," which I think is totally played out and very annoying, but, you know, whatever. So I'll heal up my Arcanine, considering Colress typically uses Steel-type Pokemon. So I'll just use my Arcanine's power. It looks like you're ready then. Okay, let's begin. And I really love this music. It's kind of creepy that it has the dude saying like 3, 2, 1 in it, but other than that, it's pretty awesome. And of course, it has like sturdy. Alright, so let's see. I am paralyzed, unfortunately, but let me try to use strength. Oh snap, we got Volt Switch, so I'm not even going to be able to hit it anyway. Although if this Magnezone has Sturdy, then I'll at least be able to bypass it. And I think I have a full restore, so I can kind of do, yeah, kill two birds with one stone, so to speak, by getting rid of my paralyzation, if that's even a word, and also fill up my health. Although Flash Cannon does a lot of damage, so let's see if I even survive. Oh, never mind. Okay, cool. Didn't see that coming, but now hopefully I'll be able to Flare Blitz, and it'll just knock it out. Cool. So here I can actually use Crunch, because Behem is Psychic, although it may not knock it out. I stand corrected. It totally did. Now we finally get to knock out this Magnetone that has like 1 HP left. And that's it for him. So strong. You're a very strong trainer indeed. So let me ask you this. Are you thinking of reaching even higher heights by understanding each other as Pokemon and trainer? Yes, I see. To me, that is an ideal answer to think. That's what you actually believe. You bring out the power of your Pokemon with love, with respect and love. Excuse me for repeating myself, but if it will make Pokemon stronger, I don't care what it takes. If interacting with Pokemon can increase their powers only to a certain point, then their full strength must be brought out using a scientific approach, even one without a conscience. But you have shown me the potential of your approach. To me, whether Team Plasma wins or whether you win will decide how the relationship between people and Pokemon should be. So where will this be settled? Step on the warp panel on the other side of the room where Kyurem is being held. Good luck in your battle. Alright, so let me through, dude. What? You beat Colress? Wow! I pretended to be strong, but I don't have any Pokemon. Cool, dude. That blasted Colress. Boom. The fool is far too committed to pure science. This is how he repays me for making him the boss of Team Plasma? How dare he put his personal intellectual curiosity before our ultimate mission of conquering Unova? How fortunate for you, if you get to be the sole audience member for one of my speeches. Team Plasma will use its knowledge and technology to take Kyurem's true power to its absolute limit and freeze the Unova region. The terrified people in Pokemon will bow at Team Plasma's, no, at my feet. Kyurem is an empty being, the remnants of a certain Pokemon when it split into Reshiram and Zekrom. My desire is absolute rule over Unova. That's right, Kyurem will be the vessel into which my desires will be poured. Lord Gases, Kyurem has been transferred. It's finally here. The wonderful era in which I am the absolute ruler of Unova has finally arrived. I'll let you take care of this. Wait, you're one of the Shadow Triad, right? Tell me about the Purloin that was stolen in Asperia. Very well, this might be it. Growl! I stole this Pokemon 5 years ago in Asperia, so it seems likely that it is the Pokemon you were talking about. But now it only listens to my commands. Such is the fate of Pokemon that are trapped in Pokeballs. But what? Don't mess with me, that's someone else's Pokemon. Ah, I feel sorry for Pokemon. They're ruled by Pokeballs and the whims of their trainers. Lord Gates has spoke of Pokemon liberation 2 years ago, simply for his own ambitions, but if his plans had succeeded, many Pokemon would have been saved. This Liepard, well, you knew it as Purloin. If it had been released, it might have returned to you. Well then, you there, I won't let you interfere with Lord Gates' plans. So now we have a little bit of a marathon on our hands in terms of battling some Shadow Triad. So fortunately, I got my Arcanine. Alright, so I might actually knock myself out here, to be honest, but we'll see. Pretty close, but not quite. Arcanine lives. It doesn't bother us a bit that stolen Pokemon cry or beg. You're not done yet. Alright, so at least they give us a chance to heal up in between. Let's battle. We swore to be loyal to Lord Gatesus since he saved us. And we're getting some more Pawniard. Pawniard is like the cowbell of Team Plasma. You can never have enough of it. Let's see how Crunch does. Sweet. Because I only have 2 more uses of Flare Blitz, so I'm going to try to save them if I can. Although I think we'll have 1 more Pawniard, yep. Because each of the Shadow Triad have 2 Pawniard and some other Pokemon. So that's that, and 1 last Pokemon. Or 1 last trainer. Listen well, the only thing we want is the world Lord Gates' desires. Sorry, this situation is messing with my head. I just don't know what to do. I finally found my sister's Pokemon, but now it's glaring at me. Why? See what it says. It doesn't even face me. It wants a piece of you. I have no problem with you, but this is for Lord Gatesis. Alright, one last Flare Blitz is going to hit this Pawniard. I guess I do have like max elixirs and stuff like that, but I'm going to save them for the Elite Four, I think. And there's another Pawniard, and I think I'll just use Outrage. Alright, so we got an Excelgor, and I think I will send out Weezing. Although it is level 55, so who knows what'll happen. It's crazy! Man, hopefully he keeps hitting me with that. Although that is actually doing quite a bit of damage. Even though it's not very effective. Let's see, I think I might be able to survive one more. Ouch. Alrighty. So I'll use Ampharos, and I'll throw out Power Gen. Even if I lose, Lord Gatesis simply has to win. No matter. The only thing you can do is watch Lord Gatesis use Kyurem to freeze Unova Solid, that's all. I'll return this Pokemon to you. Considering what Lord Gatesis is about to do, I have no further need of it. Hey Ryan, if we let Team Plasma do whatever they want, there'll be more sad Pokemon. There will be more sad Pokemon like Purloin and Kyurem. You're right. I gotta go stop them. So that is actually everything in the Plasma Boat, or the Plasma Frigate, and eventually we'll be able to find it on Route 18 near the P2 lab. But for now, that's everything we can do. And next up is to finish exploring the Giant Chasm. So I'll see you in the next video when I do that.